Namaste and welcome to Yoga Lady. So I'm going to share with you a 30-minute practice and we're going to start lying down. If you can have a cushion or a pillow and some kind of scarf or yoga strap, something that you can use, and just have that next to you, have that handy. So we're going to lie down onto the back. Let your feet fall out to the sides of the mat and just have that cushion under your thighs. Lie down and get comfortable. And let's start by taking a breath in through the nose and then exhaling through the mouth. A long, smooth exhalation through the mouth. A sense of release and a sense of letting go. And now bring your hands onto your belly. Bring your awareness to your breath. And then bring your breath all the way down into the lower belly so that you feel the hands rising on the inhalation and the navel drawing towards the spine on the exhalation. Deep belly breathing. Inhaling to the belly and exhaling completely, releasing and letting go. Feel the weight of your body on the ground. Good. And now imagine you're breathing all the way down into your fingertips and your toes and start to bring a little bit of movement in. Maybe wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, stretching out the arms, stretching out the legs. And then bringing your knees in towards your chest. Bring the big toes together. Take the hands onto the knees and then start to circle the knees around the hips, massaging the lower back. Okay, bring the knees in towards the chest and then bring the soles of the feet flat down onto the ground. You might slide that cushion or pillow away now. Bend up your right leg, bring the hands around the shin and hug the right knee in. So you can have your left leg bent or straight, it's up to you. Now we're going to take the scarf or the belt and bring it around the ball of the right foot and then start to extend the right leg up. So it might be that your leg doesn't want to straighten, that's fine, or maybe it does. Try to soften the shoulders down and keep the back of the neck nice and long. And then soften the tongue and the jaw and the throat. So you're drawing the leg in towards you and then slightly resisting with the leg at the same time to get a nice stretch up the back of the leg. Good, and then we're going to take both sides of the belt into the right hand and bring the left hand to the top of the left thigh and then draw that right leg over to the right and really lengthen the right inner thigh, but keep your left buttock down. So you're using your left hand to keep the left buttock down on the ground. Stay with your breath, directing breath into any areas of sensation. And then inhale that right leg back through to center. Draw it a little bit closer in towards you. Bend the knee, move the belt, place the belt to one side. Take your left hand to the outside of your right knee and draw the right knee over to the left. Soften the right shoulder down to the ground and turn to look out over the right arm. Inhaling back through to center. Bring the sole of your right foot flat down onto the ground. Lift up the left leg. Take the hands around the shin. Either stay on the sole of your right foot or slide that right leg away. And then take the belt around the ball of your left foot and extend the left leg up, reaching up into the heel, drawing the leg in towards you. Leg doesn't have to be straight, just see what feels good. And then taking both sides of the belt into your left hand, bringing right hand to the top of the right thigh and then drawing that left leg over to the left. Turning to look to the right. So we're just looking for that feeling of lengthening the left inner thigh. And then inhaling leg back through to center. and bend the knee. Place the belt to one side. Take the right hand to the outside of the left knee and extend the left arm over to the left, drawing left knee over to the right, softening the shoulder down. And then inhaling back through to center. And then from here, let's bring the feet flat down onto the ground. See if you can tickle the backs of your heels and just check that your knees aren't too wide, so just about 3 inches apart. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, press down into your feet, lift up the tailbone, start to lift up through the spine, vertebrae at a time. Bring the hands underneath you, interlacing your fingers, tuck your shoulders under your chest, and draw your chest towards your chin. And then when you're ready, release the hands and slowly lower down to the ground, vertebrae at a time. Just take a moment lying here on your back. And then when you're ready, either roll onto one side and come up to sitting, or you can rock and roll along your spine and come to sitting in Sukhasana. And snuggle your sit bones down. So option to sit onto your cushion here. So if you've got any lower backache or tight hips or anything like that, you might find that sitting on the cushion just helps you to release a little bit more there. Good. And let's bring the hands together, drawing the thumbs in towards the breastbone and just noticing the points of connection between the hands. So we're uniting the right and the left hand side of the body and the brain. Bring your awareness to your breath. Feel the breath in the heart space. Bring the breath to the back of the heart. On your inhalation, reach your arms up. As you exhale, take the elbows wide, spread the fingers, glide the shoulder blades down the back. Bring the hands to the heart. Inhaling, arms up. As you exhale, take the elbows wide, spread fingers, glide shoulder blades down, away from the ears. Bring the hands back to the heart, inhaling up. As you exhale, circle through your wrists. Bring that movement into your elbow joints. And then bring the hands onto the shoulders, thumbs back, fingers forward, and circle the shoulders. Inhaling elbows forward and up. Exhaling back and down. Inhaling forwards and up. Exhale back and down. One more. Inhaling up. Exhale back and down. And then just drop your hands down to the ground and start to slide your right hand away as you reach up with the left arm. Reaching up and over, turning the chest. Both sit bones stay grounding to the earth. Inhale back through to center. Bring the left hands down, reach up with the right arm. And then come back through to center. Let's bring the hands to either side and slide the legs forward. Just flex the toes in towards the shins and really spread out the skin on the soles of the feet and then push the toes away. Inhale the toes in and exhale them away. Inhale them in, exhale away. Circle the ankles one way and the other way. And then move the feet from side to side like windscreen wipers. Shake out your legs. And then take your legs a little bit wider. So this is where it really might help to just be sat on that cushion now. And then we're going to bring the hands together and start to circle, Sufi circles. You might like to interlace your fingers and turn the palms away, like that. Moving in time with your breath. And then go the other way. Come back through to center and then bring your right hand onto your right leg. So the hand can come onto the shin or the ankle or catch hold of the toes and then reach up with the left arm. Lengthening and opening both sides of the waist. Come back through to center, left hand onto left leg and then reach up with the right arm. And come back through to center. Bring the hands underneath the knees. Bring the soles of your feet together. So for this, you can either bring your hands behind you and lean into your hands and lengthen the inner thighs, pressing the heels and the outer edges of the feet in. Or you can take your hands around the feet and lengthen upwards. Or you might even like to come into a little forward fold here. Folding in, just letting gravity take you deeper into a forward fold. Good, and then inhale gently up. Bring your hands onto your knees, lift up your legs, cross your legs and come onto your hands and your knees. Spread your fingers out nice and wide. Have your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees, and then start to circle. Just feeling into the shoulders, feeling into the hips, circling one way and then the other way. Coming back through to centre, breathing in, lifting your heart and lifting your tailbone, so you're extending the spine. And then as you breathe out, draw the navel back, drop the chin to the chest, arch back, lift up the space at the back of the heart. Inhale to the extension. Exhale, arch back. Inhale as you extend. Exhale, arch back. Come back through to centre, and then keeping your bum lifted, walk your hands forward and then fold in. So you're coming into a puppy dog pose. Really press down into the hands. The elbows are lifted away from the ground and you're lengthening through the spine. Good, and then from here let's walk the hands in and tuck the toes under and then sit back onto the heels. So if that's really uncomfortable for you, just sit onto the front of the feet instead. Sometimes it feels like your toes are going to snap off when you do that. So yeah, don't push into any pain. And then bring your hands together, interlace the fingers, push the hands away and reach the arms up. Open the armpits nice and wide and breathe. Connect to your breath. Good, and then release the arms and bring the hands down onto the ground and just shake out your feet. Good, and then from here we're going to tuck the toes, lift up the hips and come into a down dog pose. So you can spread your fingers nice and wide, come right up onto the balls of the feet and then start to walk out your dog, drawing one heel down and then the other. Softening the chest and towards the thighs, or just bringing in any movement that feels good in your body. Your legs don't have to be straight. They can be bent. They can be as bent as you like, but try to extend the spine by pushing into the hands. We're going to raise up the right leg. Bring the right knee in towards the chest. Step the right foot forward, come onto the left knee, and then sweep the arms up. Oh, hello, Pablo. Pablo's come to join us. Good. And then from here, catch hold of your left wrist with your right hand and draw that left arm up and then over to the right. So you get a nice stretch all the way down the side of the body. Come back through to centre. Take the arms wide around you. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, draw the knuckles down. Good, release the hands. Bring the hands to frame your right foot. Tuck your back toes under and then raise up your right leg and place your right foot down. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, left knee to chest. Left foot steps forward. Hello, darling. Come onto your right knee. Sweep the arms up. Thumbs back, palms in. Catch hold of your right wrist, draw the right arm up and then over to the left. Come back through to centre, take the arms wide, bring the hands behind you, interlace your fingers. Inhale, lift the chest, exhale, draw the knuckles down. Stay really grounded through that right shin. Release the hands, bring the hands down, framing left foot, tuck the back toes, raise up your left leg. Hello, darling. And then place the left foot down. So now we're going to walk the hands in towards the feet and come into a forward fold. Let go of your head, shake out the shoulders, feel into your feet, feel all four corners of your feet connecting down to the earth And then maybe bend your knees. We're going to press down into the feet and then slowly come up to standing through a spinal roll. So you're stacking one vertebrae onto another to come all the way up. Arriving on your feet. Hello. Okay, so let's have the right foot facing forward and step the left foot back. Have a look at that space between your legs. You've got a perfect equilateral triangle there. Open up through your arms, lift up, spread your toes and then place the toes down. Turn your right palm to face up, reach up and then bring the left hands down the back of the left leg. Come back through to centre, lengthen both sides of the torso and then let the right hand drop down onto the right leg and reach up with the left arm, turning to look up. Stay with your breath. You're either turning to look up or you can be looking down towards your right big toenail, so it's up to you. See how it feels in your head and your neck. And then reach into the top arm coming up. Swivel on your heels, turning the left toes to face out, right toes cup in. Open up through the arms, left palm turns up, reach up with the left arm, take the right hand down the back of the right leg. Come back through to centre, lengthen both sides of your torso, let the left hand drop down onto the left leg and reach up with the right arm. Stay with your breath here. Good, and then inhale, coming up. Let's bring the hands onto the waist, turn left toes in. Inhale, lift the chest. And as you exhale, lead with your heart and fold forward. You might even slide the hands down the legs until you find the floor. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Inhale, lift your chest, look forwards. Exhale, continue to fold in. You can walk the hands back so that fingertips line up with the toes. Forearms are parallel, crown of the head's moving down towards the ground. Just let the exhalation combined with gravity take you deeper into the forward fold. Good. And then walk the hands forward a little bit. And bring your right hand into the middle, so your right hand's under your face. Reach up with your left arm, turning the chest, turning to look up. And then bring the left hands down. Replace the right hand with your left hand and reach up with the right arm. Good, and then bring the right hands down. Bring the hands to the waist, press down into your feet, inhaling all the way up. Good, and then coming back to the front of the mat. So now we're going to take a couple of sun salutations. So if you're at the front of the mat, feet can be hip width apart. Bring the hands together. Connect to your breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhaling nose. Exhale nose, feeling the breath in the back of the throat. Inhale to the sky. Exhale to the earth. On your next inhalation, sweep your arms up. And then on your exhalation, fold yourself in half. Bend your knees if you need to. Bring your hands on the shins, lift the chest. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step right foot and left foot back so that you're in a lovely plank pose. Feel a line of energy from the crown of the head to the space between the heels. Draw front thighs towards back thighs, navel to spine, and lift up the space at the back of the heart. Come to knees, lower all the way down to the ground. Slide the arms forward, elbows under the shoulders, forearms parallel, pressing down into all 10 of your toenails. If you want to go a little bit deeper into this back bend and your back's okay, turn your fingertips out, press into your hands and lift the elbows, coming up a little bit more. Good, and then slowly lower down. Bring the hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes, lift up the hips, spreading fingers nice and wide so you're in a down dog pose. Bringing in any movement that feels good. You might like to circle your shoulders around your wrists or your hips around your knees, or bend one leg, straighten the other, or just really ground down through the feet and push the ground away with your hands. Breathing in, bend the knees, look forward, step right foot and left foot forward. Bring the hands on the shins, lift the chest, exhale, fold in. Press down into the feet, sweep the arms up, reach the arms all the way up, and then bring the hands back to the heart. And if you just close your eyes, scan through your body, take a moment here, observing sensation, heartbeat, breath, anything else. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, pour it down. Inhale the hands on the shins, lift the chest. Exhale, bend knees, plant hands, step right foot and left foot back, plank pose. Come to knees, lower down, hands under shoulders, elbows tuck in. Have a sense of pulling your hands towards your feet as you lift your heart and chest forward and up. And then exhale down like a wave. So there's hardly any pressure in the hands. If you try lifting your hands away from the mat, just hovering them off the mat, and then pull the elbows back and inhale coming up and exhale down. And if you do that a few times, you'll feel the lower back muscles contracting. Exhale down. Press down into the hands, tuck the toes, lift up the hips, spreading fingers nice and wide. Look towards your feet, cup your left heel in, step your right foot forward, and then rise up. Warrior one, thumbs back, palms in. You're drawing the right hip back, left one forward, right shoulder back, left one forward, right knee stacked over right heel. Breathe in. As you breathe out, turn over to your left, open up through your arms, find yourself in a warrior two, and then turn the right palm up, reach up, and bring the left hand down the back of the left leg. You might even look towards your left heel. Make sure you're really grounded and stable through the legs. Now bend the right elbow, bring the right elbow onto the right thigh, and reach straight up the left arm, turning the chest, turning to look up. You might even reach that arm up and over so you find a diagonal line of energy, all the way from your left little finger to your left little toe. Inhale back into warrior two, and then bring your hands down, frame your right foot, step back to plank, come to knees, lower all the way to the ground. This time slide your hands back so that your fingertips are in line with your nipples. Hug your elbows in, and then press down into your hands and inhale coming up on the hands. And if you like, you can come all the way up onto your hands and your feet. So it's just the hands and the front of the feet that are pressing down into the ground, or you can be on your knees, but make sure that you're not pinching your lower back. Good, press down into the hands, roll over the toes, stepping back into down dog, and then cup the right heel in, step the left foot forward. I'm going to demonstrate this way, and rise up back into that warrior one. Good. And then releasing the arms out to the sides, interlacing the fingers behind your back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lead with the heart. Humble warrior. Inhale, coming up. Release the hands, let the arms float up. And then exhale into warrior two. Reach right into your fingertip. Turn the left palm up, reach up. Right hand moves down the back of the right leg. Come back through to center. Left elbow, left thigh. Reach straight up with the right arm, or reach up and over. Good, and then inhale back to warrior two. And bring your hands down, frame your left foot, step your right foot forward, lift the chest. Exhale, fold in. Bring the big toes together. Sit down into an imaginary chair. Sweep the arms up. Press down into your feet, straighten up the legs, release the arms. Good. So let's take a balance here. We're going to ground down through the left foot, bring the hands to the waist, pick up the right knee, take it wide out to the side, and then bring the sole of the foot into position for tree pose. So you might need the sole of the foot below the knee or toes down on the ground. And then we're bringing hands to the heart and reaching the arms up. I can touch my ceiling here, which is kind of cheating. Bring the hands back to the heart and then lower the leg down. Let's do the other side. So we're lifting up the left knee, taking it out to the side, bringing the sole of the foot in, hands to the heart. Fix your gaze to a still point. Reach the arms up and then bring the hands back together and lower the leg down. So that's the first part of this session, this taster session, and the next bit will proceed. So watch this space. Thank you.